Some people shout to be heard. Others post, argue, explain, and beg for attention. But the most powerful changes in life often begin in complete silence. Not the silence of fear, not the silence of weakness, but the silence where pain is processed, where strength is built quietly, and where destiny starts listening. Tonight, this is not just a story. This is a mirror. He was not famous, not rich, not special in any obvious way. Ethan worked at a small printing shop on the edge of the city. Every morning, he arrived early, wiped the dust off the machines, and drank the same black coffee from a chipped mug. His small habit? He always folded his sleeves twice, perfectly even, as if order could protect him from chaos. And inside his mind lived one quiet fear. What if I speak and no one cares? Ethan wasn't ignored because he was bad at his job. He was ignored because he was quiet. In meetings, louder voices filled the room. Ideas crashed into each other like waves. Ethan had ideas too, good ones, but they stayed locked behind his teeth. Every time he tried to speak, someone else spoke faster. So he learned to stay silent. At home, the silence followed him. A small apartment, ticking clock, a window facing another brick wall. He would sit on the floor at night, listening to the city breathe. Cars passed, people laughed somewhere far away. Ethan didn't complain, he listened, and slowly, silence became his shield. One afternoon, the shop owner announced a promotion. Ethan had worked there 5 years. The promotion went to someone newer, louder, more confident. People clapped. Ethan smiled politely. Inside, something cracked, but he said nothing. That night, Ethan walked instead of taking the bus. Cold air, empty streets. His thoughts were loud, but his mouth was silent. Maybe I really am invisible. Maybe silence means weakness. He stopped under a streetlight, and for the first time, he let the silence speak back. Across the street, an old man was feeding birds. No phone, no rush, no noise. Just calm hands and patience. The birds trusted him, not because he shouted, but because he was still. Ethan watched. Something shifted. From that day on, Ethan chose a different silence, not hiding, preparing. He began staying late at work alone, studying machines, fixing small problems no one noticed. Silence became focus. Weeks passed, errors reduced, production improved, customers smiled more. No speeches, no announcements, just results. Silence was working. One morning, everything broke. A major machine failed, orders were delayed, voices rose, panic spread. Everyone talked. Ethan didn't. He walked toward the machine, hands steady, eyes focused. He remembered every late night, every silent lesson. Click, turn, adjust. The machine came back to life. The room went silent. For the first time, people looked at Ethan and truly saw him. The owner nodded slowly. No applause, just respect. That evening, Ethan didn't feel invisible. He felt grounded. He realized something important. Silence didn't erase him, it refined him. At home, he opened the window. Same city, same sounds, but inside, quiet confidence. Silence no longer hurt, it healed. Months later, Ethan trained new employees. He didn't shout, he showed. People listened. Not everyone will hear you when you speak, but life always hears what you do in silence. And maybe you're like Ethan, quiet, overlooked, waiting. Let this be your reminder. Your silence is not empty, it is full of preparation. Because sometimes the loudest proof of your worth is built in silence and heard by time.